Welcome, everybody, to ABC Interactive English. That is my lovely host partner, Nina.
Thank you. And that's my kind of wonderful host partner, Shane.
Kinda wonderful.
Kinda.
What kind of wonderful? The best kind of wonderful. So we're still talking about smartwatches are more than just watches, right?
Exactly.
And last time we mentioned that you're wearing a watch, but it's not a smartwatch.
Yes, it's not a smartwatch because I wanted a different color today and my smartwatch is black. But my smartwatch is super useful.
So you have one.
I do.
So how does your smartwatch help you in your day-to-day life?
Oh my God, so much. Well, first of all, it helps me exercise more because it counts my steps.
Oh, so like however many steps you take each day,
it will remind me. So if I reach 5,000, the minimum that I set for myself, then it will let me know, oh, you reached it.
Ding-ding.
Yes. Or if I'm sitting down for too long, it tells me, oh, you've been sitting down for too long. You should get up and move a little bit.
Get up and dance.
Yeah.
Does dancing count as steps?
I think so if you're
stepping.
dancing. Yeah.
If you're stepping while you're dancing.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
And it also, I can select music from my watch. So if I'm in the shower and I can't reach my phone to change the song, I can just tap, tap.
Because your smartwatch is waterproof?
Yes, it's waterproof.
So you wear it in the shower?
Yeah, I almost wear it all the time.
That is so cool. Oh,
yes.
Smartwatches, they just do everything. It's more than just a watch.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into part 2.
Cheryl and Cole go over using his smartwatch.
You can play around with the look of your smartwatch.
Cool. I'll be at it for a while. What else can smartwatches do?
Most models can keep track of how fast your heart beats and how many steps you take.
Great. I'll use it to watch my health.
Okay, so this is part 2 of smartwatches are more than just watches.
Yes, there are a lot actually. Okay, so Cheryl and Cole go over using his smartwatch. So in part 1, they were just setting it up, right?
Right, and so here they're going to go over using his smartwatch. So it doesn't mean to go over something. When you go over something, that means to take a look at it and to maybe
see what to do next.
See what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Kind of plan how to do something. Just take a look.
Yes,
right?
pretty much.
Okay, so Cheryl begins.
You can play around with the look of your smartwatch. That's true. You can actually choose what your face is, right?
Right.
Like how it looks.
Right, the face is this part that you see here. You can change the way it looks. You can play around just means try
different things, right?
Right.
Yeah. I think it's super cool because you can even put a picture, right, as the surface, or you can have it look like this.
Like a traditional watch?
Yes, or like a digital watch with just the number.
Yeah, there's just so many different ways you can really fit your own style.
Exactly.
Okay, so Cole says, cool, I'll be at it for a while. What else can smartwatches do?
So when he says, I'll be at it, he means he's going to be doing that for a while, right?
So to be at something means that you are doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you ask me, are you going to watch TV? I'm saying, yeah, I'll be at it for a while.
Okay.
This means it's going to be doing it for a long time.
Yes.
So what else can smartwatches do?
So Cheryl says, most models can keep track of how fast your heart beats and how many steps you take. That's true. So my model can do that as well.
Okay, so yeah, it does that. You were mentioning that. So to keep track of it just means that it will show you, like for example, how many steps you've taken and maybe how many you need to take to reach your goal.
Yes.
It's to like track it, right? So we have a vocabulary word here, model. So a model just means a...
Not you, right? You're not a model?
Well, not that kind of model.
Okay.
Yeah, so a different kind of model. A model just means a particular design or type of product. So like, for example, one day I will buy the latest model iPhone.
Okay.
Not really, but for example. But if you have a car, for example, we know there's like Nissan, right? So if you want to know what kind of Nissan it is, because there's very many, you can say, oh, I have a Nissan.
What model, right?
Whatever.
Usually it's like a number or a specific name.
Or like you can say Toyota, what type? Toyota Camry, something like that. Okay.
All right. So Cheryl mentioned how it can actually track your heartbeat, right? So heart beating. And here, beat is a verb and it means to make a regular movement or sound.
Okay.
Just like the music beat, right?
Right. So the music's beating and you're dancing to the beat.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Cole says, great. I'll use it to watch my health.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to watch his health. Oh, of course, we don't mean a watch here. This is a verb. So we have a smartwatch. Watch can be a noun. And as a verb, it means to look at somebody or something for some time.
Yes.
And you're paying attention to what is happening. So for example, I like to watch my plants grow.
Okay.
It's very boring.
A very boring
like just sit
activity.
there and watch them. No, I mean like over time, I like to see them start off as very small and then grow and grow. It gives me a lot of happiness.
That's good. Very, very fun activity.
I have a green thumb.
Okay. All right, so let's take a break and learn a little bit more about this smartwatch after.
Okay.
You can also get notices from your smartphone, like when you receive calls, messages, and emails.
Speaking of those, can I answer them right from my smartwatch?
You'll have to check your owner's manual about that.
Okay, I'll do that later.
Welcome back, everybody. So if you remember, before the break, there is a dialogue happening here, and Cheryl is telling Cole what his smartphone can do.
His smartwatch.
Oh, sorry.
It's almost like a phone, though,
I think of them as like one thing because they're
Exactly.
so connected and linked together. But she was saying that it can keep track of your steps.
And your heartbeat.
And your heartbeat, right?
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but I know there's more to it.
There's more to it. Well, what else can a smartwatch do?
All right, so Cheryl says, you can also get notices from your smartphone, like when you receive calls, messages, and emails. Yes, so it will give you a notice like, oh, someone said something, right?
Right. So what is a notice?
So a notice, or you could even say a notification, right?
Right, yeah.
Is a piece of paper or message that tells you something important.
Okay.
So it's just letting you know this happened, right?
So
Here's
like-
a notice.
Right, so a notice or notification could be like, oh, you know, someone just sent me a message. It gives you the important detail, maybe not everything, but just lets you know, oh,
You got this message.
You got this, which is the important part, just to
Yes.
know that.
Exactly. So for example, there's a notice on the door about the building being closed tomorrow.
There was a notice today
About the elevator?
Not working.
Yeah.
Did you have to walk up all the steps?
Yes, I did. I was exhausted.
We had to walk up 6 floors.
Today.
Right? Because the elevator, I saw the notice and it said, oh, it's being fixed.
I hope it gets fixed soon.
Okay, so receive is a verb. It means to get or accept something that is sent or given to you, right? So for example, I could say, I was really happy when I received my birthday present from Nina.
Oh, what did I give you?
Nothing. It's an example.
It was an air.
I'm giving you a hint because my birthday is coming soon.
Okay.
So I want you to know how happy I would be
if I gave you a present. Okay.
So Cole says, speaking of those, can I answer them right from my smartwatch? So speaking of those, which is the notifications.
Yes.
Can I answer them right from my smartwatch?
I think that depends on the smartwatch, right? Some you can, some you can't.
Right. So Cheryl says,
You'll have to check your owner's manual about that.
like you said, every phone is different. I think maybe more expensive models will have that feature. Maybe some cheaper models might not have that feature.
Yes, so he has to check the manual. A manual is a book that shows you how to use something, like a phone or even a new toy.
New toy, like I think of a new smartwatch as a new toy.
Yeah, pretty much. It's an adult toy.
It's an adult toy. We call these like gadgets, you know, all these like little devices and things, and it's so fun.
It is fun.
So fun, yeah.
So, for example, if you're stuck, check the manual for instructions on setting up the TV.
Okay.
Okay, so the manual is usually something very helpful when you are dealing with technology.
Yeah, you definitely need to look at the manual, especially these days because things are becoming more and more complicated.
That's true.
And there's so many different things that these devices can do.
And we're getting older, so...
It's hard to keep up.
Yes.
Okay, so Cole says, okay, I'll do that later. I don't believe him because I rarely look at the manual unless I absolutely have to.
Yes, we usually try to figure it out first
by yourself.
And then,
And hopefully it's very intuitive, which just means that you can know how to do it naturally without having to look at each step in the manual.
Exactly.
Okay.
So wow, we learned so much about what these smartwatches can do, but
what?
there's still a part 3.
There's still part 3?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well that's it for part 2, and we will see you next time.
Cheryl and Cole go over using his smartwatch.
You can play around with the look of your smartwatch.
Cool, I'll be at it for a while. What else can smartwatches do?
Most models can keep track of how fast your heart beats and how many steps you take.
Great, I'll use it to watch my health.
You can also get notices from your smartphone, like when you receive calls, messages, and emails.
Speaking of those, can I answer them right from my smartwatch?
You'll have to check your owner's manual about that.
Okay, I'll do that later.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 model 名词，产品的机种、型号。I'm thinking of buying the latest model of that smartphone. 我在考虑购买那款智慧型手机的最新型号。下一个单字 beat 动词，跳动、敲打。它的三态是 beat， 也可以是 beaten。My heart started to beat faster. 我的心跳开始加快。下一个单字 watch 动词，留意、注意。We should watch the road carefully while driving. 我们开车时应该要仔细注意路况。最后一个单字 notice Notice 名词，通知。I got a notice about the upcoming meeting. 我收到了有关即将举行会议的通知。Upcoming 指的是即将到来的。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 play around with something 尝试试验某事物。我们来看看这个例句。Mary likes to play around with different recipes in the kitchen. Mary 喜欢在厨房里试验不同的食谱。下一个文法 at it 从事某特定活动，这是一个固定用法。我们来看看这个例句。Bill has to finish this project soon. He has been at it for weeks. Bill 必须尽快完成这个专案，他已经为这件事忙碌了好几个星期。最后一个文法 keep track of 记录追踪。注意 track 在这里横用单数。我们来看看这个例句。Ryan uses a calendar to keep track of important dates. Ryan 使用行事历来追踪重要日期。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie. Ooh, it is so cold. Today is just,
gloomy?
No. How do you say it? It's like
Cloudy?
No. It's similar.
Gray?
Yes, today is so gray.
Oh, so you're feeling kind of cold because the sun isn't out.
Yes.
Well, actually, in English, there are lots of different ways to say or describe similar things, right?
Exactly, which is why today's game will be reorganizing some words.
All right, we have some vocabulary and we have two groups, bright and dark. So can you please help me sort them into their categories?
Dull,
Dull.
dark, sparkling bright,
Ooh.
shiny bright, gloomy bright, dim, should be dark, glittering dark.
Go with your instincts.
Okay, this one.
Okay.
This one.
All right.
Any changes?
No?
So is the answer equal?
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I'm not going to tell you that.
No.
What do you think?
Sorry. Yeah.
One more look. Is this your final answer? Do you want to change anything?
No.
No?
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's check if you are right. And good thing you changed it last minute because gloomy does belong on the dark side and glittering belongs on the bright side. Okay, so what did we learn today?
Here are today's vocab sort out categories. Our first one is dark, and our second one is bright. So for the bright category, we have shiny, glittering, and sparkling. Our first one, shiny. For example, you could say, after I washed my car, it was so shiny and clean. Then we have glittering. So for example, you could say, the disco ball was glittering. And finally, we have sparkling. For example, you could say, the waves were sparkling in the sun. Moving on to our dark category, we have the words dim, gloomy, and dull. Our first word, dim. The light bulb broke, so the room was very dim. Then we have the word gloomy. For example, you could say, today was very cloudy and gloomy. And for our final word, we have dull. The color of her shirt was a dull gray. That's all for today. Kiwi later.